मोहतरमा बेनज़ीर भुट्टो शहीद कत्ल केस की तहकीकाती टीम के सरबराह अरकान सिंध असेंबली को बता रहे हैं उस तहकीकात के हवाले से।
Look at this boy's age, innocent boy, his poverty and his voice is tricky, sir. This is the school. This is the center. Most of these young boys present in this video were later on identified as suicide bombers. They lost their lives striking security forces, opponents, political leaders, sectarian. Please. Because I have carried some investigation on this video myself, so allow me to say it. This is basically a meeting. You must have heard the name of Qari Hussain, one of the known notorious terrorists who was killed recently, and he had a number of visas like this, like Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, and he had actually given a guarantee to the people working with him that if you bring a boy of any age from 15 to 20, he can make him a suicide bomber in 15 days. Here you will see few photographs of the boy. He is only 10 to 12. And you will see his detail. He was the one who did the biggest terrorist attack in Kabul. Then all these members, whenever they used to go for the mission, they would say, recite some ayats of Holy Quran, and they would send this video to their family. And when he leaves for the mission, he is shown if he is going to be a suicide bomber through a car. They have shown it. If he is going by motorbike, they have shown it. And this is to be treated as a pride for the terrorists, for the group, and they were used as like training videos for them. And I will only mention one boy here who is only 12 years old, and all of them, if you see their age, they are smart-looking boys, but recruited by terrorists, and that's the time when the families in Fata were forced to give one boy. Somewhat में जो उनका बच्चा 15 साल से 20 साल का है, वो उनको हर सूरत देना है. और फाटा से जो लोग बाहर काम कर रहे थे, उनके लिए ये लाजम था, ये है वो बच्चा, जो उनके लिए लाजम था कि जो बाहर से रिमिटेंस आती थी, उसका कुछ हिस्सा जो है वो उनके पास जाता था. तो जो कारी, उसकी मैंने बात की साइन की, इलियास कश्मीरी, मेजर हारून, एंड इवन वन इजिप्शियन मिस्री, बैतला मसूद, एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स इज now TTP head Hatimullah Masood. All the details have been collected through a very viable, real-time intelligence, and of course investigation through them. He was the main guy who been training. So this boy, you will see it, and he actually there is no voice here. I wish it could be then. They recite, and then also they have said something with Pashto, wishing good luck to the family. And then they also mentioned that if they kill any non-Muslim or anybody pointed out by the enemy, they will get 70 hoods. और जहां पे हमने रिकवरी की, वहां पे दीवारों पे मोहरें बनी हुई हैं शहद की, दूध की और गुरों की, कि ये जब आप जाएंगे तो ये मिलेंगे. दिस इज दी ट्रेनिंग कैंप, और ये सारे के सारे सुइसाइड बॉम्बर्स हैं, और सबका रिकॉर्ड हमारे पास है, कहाँ कहाँ इस्तेमाल हुए. और अच्छी चीज ये हुई कि तकरीबन सारे पाकिस्तानी हैं जिनके फैमिलीज कटी है, वो भी हमें नादरा के रिकॉर्ड से मिला है. और इनकी जो लोग इस्तेमाल हुए, जो फैमिली हुई है, उनकी भी तफसीर हमारे पास मौजूद है. और ये बकायदा उनके घर मुबारक जाती है, मिठाई जाती है जब वो शहीद होते थे, जब वो अपने आप को फाड़ते थे, जब किसी जगह पे भी. और एक चीज जो हाउस ऑफ व्यक्त करूंगा कि हमारे उलमा इकराम में इसने बहुत अच्छा रोल अदा किया. इनमें से कुछ की हमारे पास वॉइसेज हैं. वो कहते हैं कि जिस मदरसे में मैंने पढ़ा था, वो कहता है कि सुसाइड बमिंग हराम है, लेकिन आप मुझे कहते हैं कि सुसाइड बमिंग हलाल है. मैं अपने उस्ताद की बात मानूं या आपकी बात मानूं? और उस वजह से जो बचे थे वो सुसाइड बमिंग से पीछे हटे। अब हमारे पास जो रिकॉर्ड है, आपने देखा है सुसाइड बमिंग कम हुई है बिकॉज ऑफ दी कांस्टेंट एंड रेगुलर प्रेशर बोथ बाय मुलाज एंड जो हमारे जो एक्शन हुए हैं, जो ऑपरेशन हुई है। आई मस्ट अप्रिशिएट द पाकिस्तान आर्मी, फ्रंटियर कोर, फ्रंटियर कंस्टिट्यूशनरी एंड द पुलिस. They have taken a concerted, very strong action against them, and that's why you've seen the militancy going down. Please go ahead. Mr. Speaker and honourable members, during this slide, there was one young boy who was later identified slaughtering another person, Frontier Corps Jawan. This young boy then was aged 12 years old. Now we continue with our this identification of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Although this is slightly late, this was identified in 2007. Some of them are still alive, others have been killed, and there is a high attrition rate, the killing of the terrorists by security forces and other agencies. So currently it is not a very accurate one, but for 2007, this is a picture. For instance, Batullah Masood has been killed, he has been replaced by Hatimullah Masood, and so on. There are a number of changes in the organization, but this is broadly the outline of an alliance, terrorist alliance against Pakistan. Next slide. This, I wanted to draw your attention to the one at 2007. Now, so these terrorist attacks, these are not 5% increase. These are not 10% increase. This is 500%. This is 5-fold increase in 2007. People disagree on the actual inspiration why terrorists were so active in 2007. Some people blame that they took a lot of time, 4 years, to reorganize, to develop their tactics, reorganizations from Iraq. They borrowed so many things from Afghanistan. But one major triggering mechanism was the July operation against Lal Masjid in Islamabad. And Lal Masjid became a battle cry for militants and terrorists. And that increased number of recruitment, that increased the motivation, and in this background, Mohtarma Shaheed decided to come back to Pakistan. Just to give you an indication how terrible it was and what level of motivation was available. After the Car-Sayaz attack, terrorists carried out a few more attempts, dry runs or actual attempts in Swabi and Peshawar. We have evidence. But due to very stringent security measures, they could not reach Peshawar. But according to one of their confession statements, in Swabi they noticed that it's a common habit amongst police officers that when a leader has left the Jalsagah, they relax, they think that it is over, and one of them actually touched Mohtarma's vehicle. So they notified to their organization that the best time would be when she is leaving the next gathering. That opportunity, unfortunately, tragically for the entire country, was provided to them by a breach of security by police officers in Rawalpindi. Now, at least one accused, Stan Gul, had a personal motive as well. One of his very close friends, Qari Firaz, was killed in Red Mosque operation, and he willingly offered himself to conduct these operations because reportedly Mohtarma, in one of her statements, said that she would not allow militants a state within a state, and she will wholeheartedly carry out operations against them. And according to press, she also supported the Red Mosque operation to an extent that such states within states cannot be tolerated by a civilized society. Now we come to Rawalpindi incident proper. This shows the level of devastation and the crime scene, the terrorist incident. And although the early press conference, the pre-mature press conference of Brigadier Chima has made certain things controversial, but some facts remain. We will show the house how the assailant came near, close to the Mohtarma armored Land Cruiser, only 3 meters away. He first fired 3 shots and then exploded himself. We will first show the house the sequence of firing and explosion, and then we will also refer to Scotland Yard forensic report on assassination of Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto Shaheed. There is one problem with such presentations, that if you add a lot of video, it becomes cumbersome for the presentation, and at times the softwares can't readily show heavy videos.
वफाकी वज़ीर दाखिला रहमान मलिक बेनज़ीर भुट्टो शहीद कत्ल केस के हवाले से सिंध असेंबली को ब्रीफ कर रहे थे और इसी हवाले से तहकीकाती टीम के सरबराह ने भी सिंध असेंबली को ब्रीफ किया है। आपको बताते चलें कि खालिद कुरैशी जो कि तहकीकाती टीम के सरबराह हैं वो भी सिंध असेंबली को ब्रीफ कर रहे हैं मोहतरमा के कत्ल केस के हवाले से। जो वफाकी वज़ीर दाखिला रहमान मलिक का ये कहना था कि जो मुलज़िम गिरफ्तार किए गए हैं उनसे पूछगछ के बाद जो तहकीकात सामने आई उसको सिंध असेंबली में आज पेश किया जा रहा है। उसकी डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन दी जा रही है बाकायदा तौर पर कि ये कत्ल का जो प्लॉट था, मनसूबा था, ये कहाँ बनाया गया।
Now, I will take this opportunity to mention that there are a number of other theories, parallel theories and current theories about this incident. The problem with GIT and police investigation is that you cannot prosecute people on basis of speculation, on allegations or accusation. You have to present concrete and reliable evidence, whether that is eyewitness account, whether that is expert evidence, or whether that is documentary evidence, on a criteria which meets the Pakistan Evidence Act and the Criminal Procedure Code. So we have to disregard all other theories which are not supported by either witnesses, by forensic evidence, or by documentary evidence. Suicide bombers, few remains were found on the crime scene. Now I also have to underline what type of explosion, what type of powerful forces a suicide bomber generates. He's normally carrying 5 to 8 kgs of high explosives, and the explosives detonation speed is from 6,000 meters per second to 9,000 meters per second. And in the close vicinity, the impact of such explosive is 1 ton per square inch. So this is immense, and temperatures in the very close vicinity is in hundreds of degrees of centigrade. Some dead bodies simply vanish. You don't come across. But in this case, we came across the scalp of the suicide bomber, and his face was reconstructed by experts in the hospital. As I have mentioned earlier, Mohtarma was taken to Rawalpindi General Hospital, 5 kilometers away from the crime scene, and was provided emergency medical treatment, but she has come to her injuries at 1800 hours, 15 hours. Now the issue is, had she been notified as a VVIP security status, there would have been a doctor's team in attendance. When we checked records, doctors were not on standby in the hospital, blood had not been notified to the hospital, and there was no arrangement. Most of the doctors were called in emergency from their home. This is what happens when you are not notified the due security arrangement entitled to you as Vice Prime Minister. Now these 3 facts have been highlighted for the August House because these have been a subject of great controversy during the investigation of the case. Police deliberately watched the crime scene within 1 hour and 20 minutes, and